Hey guys, it's Sean Zinn, the Connection Machine, aka the Insurance Doctor. This is live number 78 on the year. And again, as always, it's all about providing value for you to help you grow yourself in your business and also personally. Couple of reminders, guys, when you're watching us, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. We love comments. We love to engage. But also, want to remind you some areas that I could help you with. I could help with insurance. I could help with you with my video and social media mentoring program. I could help you with solar, web cards, and websites. If you need any help with homes in, and I am big time with a fitness transformation coach. So enough about me. I want to get my guest on. Let me bring her on. Hello, Samantha. How are you?
Hi, Sean. I'm pretty well. Pretty well. How are you? Happy Friday.
I'm doing happy Friday. This is a nice long weekend for a lot of people. And I know at this time we have this whole quarantine and some people are following what they're supposed to do, some people not. But hey, I'm I'm hunkered down. I see a lot of people via FaceTime or video calls, but I have my daughter and my wife. I got to make sure they're safe before anything else. So for those that don't know who you are, can you give us a little introduction?
Absolutely. So thank you for having me as well. And my name is Samantha May. I run Social May Marketing Agency. It is a real estate and insurance agency company. What we do, we help clients with two verticals in their business to do lead generating along with the branding aspect to increase brand impression, ultimately just bring sales opportunities and fill your pipeline to make it healthy so that you can have, again, more sales opportunities. And that's what we do. We have a small team that does that, and we do it pretty much worldwide at this point because our clientele with referrals, as we're so blessed to be branching out of where I am in the area. So, and that's the privilege to this virtuality, along with when we met you and I. I love it.
This is amazing. And yes, you're all about helping others and helping others more and more. It just comes back. Like you said, recommendations or referrals will come from doing good for people. And you also are
Mhm.
helping people with their business, generating leads. That's a huge area that people don't realize. They get into real estate, and I love saying this. They go get their real estate license, they pass the test, and it's like, now what? And they think they're going to sign up with a certain company and that company's going to ride their coattails, give them all these leads to work on. In reality, they have to be the lead generation professional or hook up with somebody to help them, teach them how to make things happen.
Exactly. And a lot of it, and I like that you said that just bringing that example and scenario because it's so true. And a lot of it is just guidance because people too many times like cringe when they post something or they're just thinking that they have to do so much more than what it takes effort wise because it's the psychology behind it, the logic that goes into it is not meeting. And that is where people go wrong. They steer wrong at the beginning. So when you do work with somebody, they help you on that guidance path. And I'm excited to speak with you on that because if I can just go right into when we were actually on the phone the last time, we had this energy going that I even told you, oh my God, I wish we could just jump on a Zoom right now. Like,
Yeah,
so that we can just dig into all of these gold nuggets that we're mentioning that is just so natural for you. And I teach it on a, weekly basis, a constant. And it's just something that we need to understand better that context and content will help you scale. But I think a lot of people don't understand the context part and then are confused about the content to create because of that, trying to just relate to everybody that is a walking human being in their business and then are wondering why they can't scale, right?
100%, 100%. They just like to just do a post and they think they're going to get business immediately from a simple post. And people will share, they'll say, hey, how do you get all the leads you're getting for your PNC business? And people will say, I need a homeowner quote. And all of a sudden, all these tags will be coming down with my name. That's for a reason. That's over a course of time that I've been doing thousands of videos,
Mhm.
hundreds of thousands of posts that over
Mhm.
time people are now programmed that they see insurance for PNC. I'm the go-to for that because of the community, because of the relationships that I've had.
Exactly.
You know, they know what I'm all about, what I, why I do my major whys, and they know that I'm not going to screw anybody. So that's how I set up my community. And you treat any platform, Facebook, Instagram. I don't really do Twitter, but LinkedIn, Web Talk is all a community, and you want them to get to know who you are. A lot of people say,
Exactly.
"Oh, I only have a couple hundred friends." Well, you might have a couple hundred. They don't all know you. I have on my Facebook, I have 5,000. Do I know all 5,000? No. I want them to know who I am. That's the difference.
Right. And you do such a great job with doing it the right way. It's allowing people into your world so that you can start to create commonalities and interest within people. And that's what video gives you the capability of doing. And us speaking initially, I just saw you're doing it so right. And usually when you just start doing it unapologetically and you just start just doing video, like how many videos have you done this year so far?
I used to keep track, and it's funny. Now I've been doing these lives every morning. Well, I can tell you right now, I've done 78 lives with another collaborator on the year. I've done probably 200, 300 that's back a couple months ago, and I lost track because I'll do some lives every throughout the day sometimes, some short. It doesn't matter. Now I'm using it for my fitness transformation coaching, so people see
Amazing.
that there's no BS happening. I'm actually practicing when I'm preaching, and you can't
Mhm.
be afraid. A lot of people say, I don't like the way I look, or I don't like the way I speak, or I don't like the way my voice is. People are going to get to know who you are at some point in realization anyway. So you might as well throw it out there and stop looking for perfection. That's what a lot of people start, that's all they're focused on. Is it going
Yes.
to be perfect?
Right. And just doing it imperfectly, but just by putting yourself out there, we don't realize so much opportunity, all the opportunity that there is to doing that people can relate to all of the different things that you don't even find significant, because that's another thing. Like, oh, my life is so boring. Like, what is there even to show or to share on a regular basis? And they get all overwhelmed and confused. It's just anything, right? But it's using that within context, because if within talking with my industry within real estate, yes, the business, showing homes, doing the normal things is, I mean, that's common, standard, and expected. But then when you take context into that and you put in your personal life, you throw in value, talk about scenarios, put perspective on top of all of what you're doing,
Yep.
then people can actually follow and relate and find that commonality. That commonality might be like how you carry the conversation, how you have these side, outbursts that you say when you're in mid conversation. Um, the tonality, really with video, it's more about how you present yourself. And I believe the statistics are like, what is it, 90% of what you say, people literally forget. But people like take so much time trying to get that piece down, and they look like robots or just not even engaged to the conversation, and they're doing it all backwards, right?
100%. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I have my personal page and I have my business page." And I
I
said,
know.
"Well, are you spending money?" And they're like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "You have to spend money on your business page for that to really flourish. On your personal page, you can do a not I can tell you many tips and tricks to make that explode for free. But oh, I don't need to, it's my personal, all my friends and family. And most friends and family probably forget what you do, and you have to continuously remind them. Not like you sprinkle, you don't, hey, I do insurance, I can do your homeowners and auto. You don't do that. Or a lot of real estate agents, oh, list with me. Why? The why has to be explained to your community, otherwise they do not and will not call you. You can't just get on a live and say, hey, I would love to help you buy and sell real estate, and that's it. Or call
Right.
somebody and say, "Oh, I love this. I see your house is for sale. It just expired. Are you looking to continue? You want to sell it? And they're like, no. Oh, okay. Can I give you my phone number so you can give me a call when you're ready to go? Like, who the heck is going to call you back because they have no idea who you are? You randomly
Or
called them.
do
That doesn't work.
or do they care,
Right.
right? They don't care. They don't care. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the people just doing that, like you said, you can't just keep pitching. It's pitching, call me, and then writing it all down your timeline too. It is awkward for you to do it. It's awkward for the consumers in your audience and family to receive it. And it puts you on the on the side that you don't want to be, which is muted and ignored, or what Facebook is snoozed and dismissed. I mean, we have to find a better way to have a strategy mindset about it. And I love what you brought up, and that was going to be my question to you. Should you keep your business and personal page separate? Is what I get asked a lot, right? And I'll let you handle that.
No, it's something that's comical. And the client or person or realtor or business owner, they have a personal page and it's private. You're
Right.
a secret agent. Nobody will find you. Oh, I'm sorry, they're gonna see you. If you're doing stupid stuff on your page, hey, that's your own prerogative. That you're gonna have those questions. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about politics. I keep and then negativity I remove from my wall. So it's all uplifting, motivational, positive stuff. And I like to sprinkle business and family because they understand you are a human being. My
Mhm.
daughter had a liver transplant May 10th last year. And I documented, my wife and I documented the journey of what we've gone through. She went from 15 medicines and showed pictures of her coming out of surgery. And people are like, why would you do that? That's personal. I said, how many people, thousands of people have gone through the same thing and cried and didn't know what was going to happen? And that actually opened up and people called us. Oh my God, I went through this with my son. I with a heart
Mhm.
or another organ and it was just a great knowing that you have this community of people that you can go to because nobody talks about things that are so personal. Most recently with COVID, both parents end up in the hospital. My dad almost died, literally almost died. And we
Oh,
documented.
I
I
feel
tried to
that.
send pictures. We did a live when he came out of the hospital. They did all, you hear about, oh, everyone clapped out of the hospital. We actually were
Mhm.
able to be there and see it and know it. Oh, that's not
Mhm.
BS. It's not something crazy that's happening. My father is amazing, a miracle. Both my parents are home now. It's like,
Amazing.
wow. But we
Amazing.
showed that. People are like, that's crazy. Why would you waste your time? Because it makes you human. They know what you're going
Exactly.
through.
Yes, I think both of those times and you being so vulnerable because that's really what it is. You're
Yes.
so vulnerable and open to doing that that's why you're the connection machine and that's why you've strived from just your personal page, your social media. And most people think on a lot of these personal matters. Sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get my influence and clientele to understand, like, record something outside of your business, and they think, oh, it's useless. Like you just said, nobody should care, and no one cares about that. The true reality is that I think we should let people decide, you know, what matters because if they're not going to find that commonality with you, it's not worth being a hidden agent or a secret private agent and being like nobody can relate to me because you're hindering yourself so much by doing that. And I actually look after you with that on how vulnerable you are with video. I am somebody that even myself, I have that flaw within just wanting it to be so great. And I feel like a lot of the times when I'm just giving value, I take that very seriously when I have like this opportunity and then also just giving value one-on-one with people as well. It's something that I prepare to the max on it. And 9 times out of 10, I don't even like get to share them this huge value that I thought would be just explosive for them to know because they're not even there yet. It's like it's not even relevant. And I think like within videos, we try to do the most and try to get all the data and the facts and just perfectly lined up. And your audience doesn't even understand that. Haven't you seen that, a business person that they're just ongoing about all of these facts in their industry, and you're just like, what the heck are they talking about?
And most people, what you love talking about, others don't find so interesting. So it's like
Oh yeah.
you want to drop that information, but also find other avenues to grab them in. Like, for example, here's value for those that are watching. No matter what industry you're in, you talk about doing videos, do it about yourself, do them between 60 and 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes tops, but also collaborate with others. Go and become a town mayor. Go be hyper local and interview others, professionals in your town, and drop that into social media. Because now you're
Mhm,
giving value and people are going to tune in.
mhm,
It's not, oh, Sean, here's Sean again. All he does is talk about insurance. Most people right
mhm.
now have no idea what I do. Remember, I gave you the slide earlier? I'm involved with a lot of different things, but that's because of the social media I've done. And I like to help as many people as possible because those other avenues also help each other and it goes hand in
Yes,
hand. That's why I love
yes.
doing it.
You've capitalized on building a platform for yourself,
I
and
built a
that
personal
platform,
brand, right? Your personal
exactly.
brand. Yep.
The personal brand, being intentional, and from that, many things can flow. And that's how everything has added on to what you're doing. And it's all being able to work. Like you said, they work together. And it's because it's context to your audience and it relates, it's valuable, and it makes sense. That's another question. Like the fastest way to grow on social media, most people like to give an example and also something that's true. I've spoken to somebody that was like, I'm actually going to pay, what is it, 6 months out or so for like my whole page that's brand new to be filled with a bunch of content, graphic, infographic pieces to just like grow my brand. I personally think that that was the like not a good decision. I was going to say like kind of the worst decision, only because it does not gravitate, it does not get any attention. And the reason that we're on social media is to get attention. So if you're not getting engagement or attention, then you need to make a change to that because that's the reason we're online. But that's not to overlook the fact that video is a buildup, but consistency will pay off. But talking about even from your business page to your personal page, the traction is so much greater, yes, on your business page. But the ability to scale what's working on your business page is where that happens at, which is a paid platform. And that's the avenue that you take. Now, the difference is that video compared to image, you're able to spend, imagine 50 cents per engagement compared to 5 cents, 1 cent. And even sometimes if they do like what they call zero club, 3 0 club. So it's like 0.0001 cents. And that's just like extreme expertise level, but you're able to spend so little. So imagine 1 cent per engagement, and that's how many people are seeing your video, how many people you're then able to continue to stay in front of. And those things, when you put that into effect, that's where we hear a lot of clients saying, like, my audience is saying every time I'm online, I see you, and I always see you online. And that is perfect. And that's exactly where you want them to be at because remembering you, remembering what you do, and all of that goes into play.
And you said it right. Just doing posts or dropping videos or, 6 months out from where you're at now will not give you much traction. Doing certain things as far as getting engagement. Like, for example,
Mhm.
today I did a picture, and the picture I used was actually I did a post 4 years ago, and my audience, my community was a lot smaller, and it didn't work, didn't get much engagement then, but I put it up today, and I said, how many of you know what this is? And it's a cable box, one of the first cable boxes that you had to slide back and forth to number 44. Before, it was right after you had to get up and actually turn it on the TV. And I have tons of engagement. Oh, I know what that is. Oh, I remember when I had that. And that's what the algorithm, no matter what platform you're on, needs to
Mhm.
have is comments and likes and shares will get you more traction rather than
Mhm.
just doing a post. If you have a post and you have no likes or comments or shares on it, nobody saw it. But if you can get
Exactly.
others to see what's going on and actually share it, don't say please share this, because that won't
Oh
be
gosh.
shown. That won't be shown. And don't here's
I
other
I
value.
can't. I don't like that, right?
Don't
But
do that. And don't
please
just throw your
share.
website up there too. Oh, go to my website, because they won't share that post as well. These are things that, Zuckerberg will shut down, and
Right.
whoever LinkedIn CEO is going to do, or on Twitter or Web Talk, what have you. Use certain strategies. And I like sharing. People are like, why are you giving people stuff for free? Because the biggest reason is because nobody usually will follow and take action. So I can give you everything I do and tell you exactly what I do. And that's what I do in my mentoring program. But it's the
Mhm.
accountability piece that's lacking. Nobody has the drive or the fire that, for example, that I have, that I am so consistent over the last, and all this has happened in 3 years. People say, oh, you've been
Amazing.
doing this for like 15, 20 years. No, I've been doing insurance for a while, since 2006. But my huge transformation on business with video has been 3 years. The
Amazing.
2018
Amazing.
years when I first started.
Right, right. And you're doing it all right. You're doing it right because, like you said, you're not worried about giving value because what actually happens is that statistically, 1% of your audience is going to buy from you. And that is within you sharing all of that value. And then you only need 1% to become a millionaire. So that's a huge amount, but everybody too often that is not doing what you're doing looks at that 99% and they're like, I'm just giving stuff away, but they weren't going to buy from you anyways. And if you have more than 1%, then you're doing incredible.
And I also like to connect others. So every
Mhm.
phone call that I have, a lot of people say, oh, you're making cold calls or prospecting calls. I call them connection calls, because when I call you, hey, if I sell you something, I sell you something. If not, it's still a positive call, because I'm going to find
Mhm.
out what are some things that are bothering you. And if I could help you and provide solutions to those problems, I did my job. I'm a
Mhm.
resource. Yes, I'm an
Yeah.
insurance broker, but I also am a person that wants to help. And if more people that I can help, now you're emotionally connected to them. They're going to
Mhm.
remember when they're in a conversation for insurance or social media marketing. Oh, call Sean, call Samantha, because you already programmed them. That's how it's done. But it's
Mhm.
programmed in a nice way. You're buying brain cells consistently.
Yes, yes. And that's also what I expressed too, to saying build up your referral network and take that seriously. You know, it's okay that that person, even if you're just going from your business to directly to a consumer and that's who's going to buy from you, help them in different ways. Help them connect people. And a lot of the times, these people that are in business, so your vendors and your business associates, your partners, those are the people that you should be honing on to by helping them and connecting people to them because they're going to be the first ones to send you business.
Yes. The more that you put out there and you're the resource, it comes back in droves. But people
Yes.
like, oh, I don't want to recommend too many people. What happens if the recommendation doesn't work out? Hey, we're all human. There's things that happen. There's people in my past that I recommended and I found out they're doing some bad things. You don't recommend them anymore. That's just how it, and
Right,
things
right,
happen. I can't control what you all do. I'm hoping and I'm trusting
right.
the conversations I have, that how deep I go, that you're going to do the right thing. If not, we'll find out down the road. But I'm hoping every single person I have that positive connection with them.
Right. And equal to that, there's been people that I've talked to even a year ago, and this actually happened start of July. A year ago, I talked to them, and only a year later, after not having communication since, have they referred me. And it's like amazing to see that happen. And that quick takes me into a really big part that I know that me and you can really relate on of people thinking, okay, I'm going to start working with somebody that's going to help me build my brand, my image, so that I can have more opportunities flow into my business. But after 3 months, oh, let me just stop. I'm not getting 3 times my money back. And it's like people are programmed to think that, oh, if I don't get the 3 times in 3 months, it's a fail. So what do you think about that?
There are people, and it happens all the time. They all want immediate leads, they want immediate business, they want immediate sales. And it's all about planting seeds. So you have to do things at least minimum 6 months out to a year, minimum
Exactly.
6 months to a year. And after a year, you're not getting the numbers you should. Maybe that's where you revisit and find out what's going on. But you have to keep plugging away. For example, I had Jamie Silverman is a real estate agent in Livingston, multi-million-dollar agent. She sells all these big, 8,000 square foot homes. And I, in the past, 4 years ago, in the messenger, this is how crazy it is. I messaged her, hey, I would love to collaborate, do some business together. Crickets. The next year, hey, what's going on? I see you're doing great. I would love to have a call. Crickets. Hey, I would love just to have 50. And this usually works, and it mostly works. Do you have 15 minutes so that we can get on a call to learn about each other's businesses? Crickets. And I'm like, just recently, probably 8 months ago, Jamie, what's going on? It's Sean Zima. I want to have you on my Connection Conversation show. Would you be on my show? Immediately, I would love to. When do you want to do it? I'm like, what? So it's a matter of time that things work. And she
I love it.
mentioned it on the live. Sean, I look back in my messenger and it was 4 years ago that we connected, but I pushed you off because I wanted to test. Some people test you. She
Oh
was a
yeah.
tester, and it pays off now.
Oh yeah. I love that. I love that. And it's proving that consistency, no matter what you get back from it to start, it will pay off. But we have to plant ourselves in the commitment to make that result happen. It's not, blaming anybody for that result or any of that. It's you being fully committed. And because it's so funny, either within our agency, we're either getting results within the 1 to 3 months, or funny enough, and this is kid you not, every single time when somebody is right to that point of like, usually they're the mind frame of like 3 months, what's going on. And once they're at that 3 months, I try to help give them the expectation of understanding that you are building and you are right there. And I kid you not, Sean, the very next month, deal happens. And it's like, what would have happened if you gave up,
Yeah.
right? What
Yeah.
would have happened? And then I look at myself and I'm like, I've invested and I invest into an hour of coaching per week. And at this moment, I'm investing hundreds and even right now, having two coaches, thousands in just coaching. And that's to stay sharp on cutting edge of this industry because marketing is ever changing and evolving. And I always say, if you're not investing, your marketing person and team is not investing in themselves, your marketing is probably dated. So
Yeah.
that's not good. But I even look at myself that it's like I'm spending to have an hour of time with people. And even if I look back at when I started doing and investing, I had a great like initial kind of kick off. And then if I would have stopped because it looked a little bit daunting at like 6 months, 6 months, right?
Yep.
But continuing to go past that, things 10x, 10x my business and doing it again. And it's from being consistent. And that is something that I couldn't blame any of my coaches at that time to say, oh, you didn't do whatever it might have been that I'm feeling for, we have to take ownership of that, right? But what is there is that if results have happened from a stream or from somebody or from a service, results can happen for you, and everybody's timeline is different.
There's a lot of people that, yes, I look for action takers. That's what I want to work with. I want to make sure that they understand they have to do some sweat equity as well. But yes, it's a 6 month at minimum. And after 6 months, and just a little bit past it, as you're seeing business comes from it. But if you
Oh
start
yeah.
something for 1 month and that's it, oh, I'm going to start doing video like Sean's doing. And they do one video and they're like, I didn't get anything from it. In the beginning, I started doing once a week, one video once a week. And if that's something small for most people that are watching now, do one a week. and do it consistently. And then start doing
Yes.
2 a week, and then 3 a week, and then you'll catch the bug. Like I am like addicted. I love value. I love collaborating and talking to others because you learn from others, and you also work
Mhm.
on your skill, your presenting skills, your listening
Right.
skills, and your going deep with others. As you should be practicing on your conversations anyway. But in the beginning, I have a black book. I always use it. I like digital. I like calendars. But my black book, I had a goal for doing 100 videos for the year. I ended up doing 300 the first year.
Oh, wow.
Like so. Here's some value. I'm in my basement. This is a wall. I didn't have this. I have a screen. I have the
Mhm.
lights. I didn't have all this stuff before.
Mhm.
All I did have, and I would do, and I tell people this, and I would write down 5 topics, whatever 5 topics you are comfortable talking about for about 2 minutes max. You come down in your basement, set up in a nice little setting you have at home, what have you. I
Mhm.
did it. I picked 5 different polos, put a polo on, hit record. Hey, it's Sean Z in the Connection Machine. Blah blah blah. Do my little intro. Talk about the topic number one. Hey, I would love to have a conversation. Reach out to me with my phone number. Blah blah blah. End it. Close it. Stop.
Mhm. Mhm.
Change my polo. Hit record. Topic two. I could do 5 videos in 15 minutes, and that's for 5 videos you drop Monday through Friday. I have no time. That's what people say. We just had 3 months. You could have crushed your video game. People didn't do it.
Exactly.
And I also, on top of this, and people, they know this, I'm a full time teacher. I'm a department head. I'm a union president. I'm a varsity baseball coach. I have a 13-year-old daughter. I have an 18-month-old daughter. I have one on the way. I'm married. Uh, do I have time? I find time. I work out consistently every day. There's excuses that people give. That's the problem. You got the sun coming
Exactly.
in.
I know, I just saw that. But you're just doing it all so right and you get it. And just being able to maximize your time. You're doing the videos in such a short amount of time, but you're maximizing that to spread it out. And it comes down to like, what is your excuse? You know? And that's why I love what you're doing. And at this moment, I do want to shout out one person. It's a loan officer that his name is Milo, in the Dallas Fort Worth area. When I saw his Mondays with Milo, oh my goodness, it was so refreshing as a professional in a professional industry doing videos so right. And
Hmm.
when we met, I was like, that's where I got this unapologetic terminology because it just came like when I'm talking to people, I'm very much of a visionary. So when they're talking and telling me things, it just starts to click in my head, and that's I feel like a very big advantage to myself in this creative space. Now, talking to him and hearing all of the ideas and even seeing that live that he did all by himself, I was like, you are doing everything right. And it comes down, he's not a marketer. He's not even somebody that studied that. He's just relentlessly unapologetic, committed, and just relentless. And I made that term with him and I was like, that is you. That fits you. And it's working every single last thing and idea. It's like I have the facts because I'm in the industry and the expert to it. And I'm just like, you're aligning with every single last thing that I would recommend. And it's now when you see things working on that scale, now you want to scale it because if it's working here, it'll work when you blow it up, right? So
100%.
it's just find what works, hone into your small audience, your audience that you have, wherever that might be, grow that, nurture that. And then when you're making deals from it, when it's catching on and people, if you hear more than not, people like, I love when you do that. I love when you do this and sending you business from it, you're getting busier. Then that's the time to say and to know, okay, it will be profitable for me to now scale this if you're trying to figure out what is the best time to actually take into investing into myself. It's when you are doing it right and you have a system to it. You already have that down systematically, right? But I want to um, I want to talk to you and just ask you this last question. I'll let you answer, and then I want to chime in. So, what would you say is the fastest way for somebody new to starting in business and to wanting to grow a following? What is the fastest way from them to go from nothing to a thriving business?
Whatever town you're in, take your camera and go to every single small business in town and interview every single small business owner and drop it in social media and make sure it's consistent and make sure you have your little introduction of who my tagline is. Sean Zine, the connection machine, aka the insurance doctor. Come up with that. Come up with a tagline that you want to have people remember. I'm not just an insurance broker. I'm the insurance doctor. I conduct second opinion insurance reviews. These are things that connect and remember. And the more that you consistently put things out there, you're going to see in a short period of time, if you do it consistently, and I'm not just saying a week or two, do it for months, you're going to see many things happen. And I also, if you have some money, do that and then hook up with Samantha because she can get you to the next level.
Thank you. I love that. I love that. And you're so right. Grab that camera, do video. And the really biggest advantage and edge that people brand new to anything and just starting a following from brand new, whether you're brand new to the industry that you're in or just brand new to online, it is being able to take people through the journey. You build such a cult, and I call it a cult, but it's just a tribe that you're online to build people to be common with you, and you build that by taking people through the journey. And you've done that so well, Sean, by taking people through your journey. And once we connected, I knew that you were already the connection machine. And then you told me all the other things that you did, and I was like, wow, you're doing a lot of stuff within your platform, and it's working for you, and that's amazing to see it. And that's exactly what this is all about. This is how you're playing, the right way, the strategy mindset. But going back to you answering that, clearly, it's just simply being able to take people through your journey. Yes, you're new. Yes, maybe you have any houses. Maybe you haven't sold any insurance. That's fine. Take people through that journey. Be transparent. Don't put on a facade and take them through the journey of your desires, of your will, put it out into your environment, start speaking positively, and do it all on camera. Do it all through journaling online. Put out your thoughts, put out the controversial questions. And as you take people through this journey with you, that is a lot more engaging. And people love to say, oh, I knew them before they even became, it's like people love to see that even that they can have and be a support to you because funny or not, like it took a whole 3 years now, because my agency is now coming on 4 years into this year. It took this much time before I even got one referral from family. It was like, wow, but nor am I worried about it, but being consistent and just keeping on being committed. Now things even within that soft group, I think we try too often, too quickly to like hone into the family and like, oh, we judge our success off of if they're, sending us business or doing business with us. And that just does not even matter. It really doesn't, because everybody will jump onto board when in due timing, but they can't jump onto anything if the cart is not there and you've quit, right?
That was well said. That was something that if somebody missed it, they're going to have to rewind because it's value that you consistently are consistent. I like to say I am consistently persistent. That's why I'm consistent. I'm always putting things out there. I don't say when someone says no, I keep moving forward. I want to share with your community as well. We'll do a little, I could show my screen. I want to show, for those that don't know what Web Talk is, this is a platform that's like Facebook, LinkedIn on steroids that actually pays you. A thing that people are missing is they don't go to this 3 bars in the upper right-hand corner. After they set up a profile, like I'll show you my profile real quick. You set up your profile. Look, I have 1,000 followers here that don't know who I am yet. People say, how do you get them? I just friend request, but I don't go into Facebook jail like you do on Facebook. But you fill out this profile like you do on LinkedIn. Then you click the three bars, click on cash rewards program, and getting qualified is the key thing that I think you have to do as well, Samantha. You might have, I think you completed the profile. Then you have to make sure you
Right.
hit the rewards enrollment, fill out the fast and easy form just so you become an affiliate for Web Talk. And then you set up the link for payment account through Payoneer, which will allow you to be completely qualified. And then you actually earn income. Like I had 58 cents I made last month. That's not a lot of money right now, but it's exponentially growing. People say, but I'm like,
Right.
I didn't put any money into this. I actually upgraded. I did put money into it. I get 5 levels because I paid $200 to open up 5 levels. So now
Hmm.
everyone in my network, as long as they continue to post, comment, like, share, and invite people to the platform, this 12 cents right now will continue to go up, up, and up. So that's something
Wow.
that's so powerful with this. The more that we continue growing it and teaching others to make sure they're qualified, they will all benefit. We will all make additional income from a platform that will pay us. Facebook doesn't pay us,
Right.
LinkedIn doesn't pay us, Twitter, Instagram, none of them pay us. That one pays us, and there's 5 million people on it that don't know who we are, that we can promote our businesses there as well. This is one benefit with a $200. People say, oh, I don't, it's only $200 for the year, but you get 20 spotlight posts for the each month. I
Hmm.
did a spotlight post for you, or you're going to get one after this one to promote anyone that does a live with me. I do a spotlight post. That's 83 cents a spotlight post a month, every single month. That's
Oh, wow.
240 people that you can, that's marketing dollars you're
Wow.
using that now get out to your whole network on Web Talk.
Right. And
Another avenue.
it's a new platform.
Yes. Yep.
That's
Brand new.
amazing. That's
And it's
amazing.
something that's
And
needed. And I'm telling everybody, get involved, get qualified, and you'll see that 50 cents will go to $1 to $10 to hundreds of dollars for doing what we do already on social media.
exactly. That's what gets me is that we don't have to do anything additional. It's what we're doing, but getting paid on another platform. And
Yes.
I appreciate you even introducing that to me and putting me on to that. So helping me also walk through it, as you said, just doing those last few steps. But I find it pretty intriguing.
Yeah, it's definitely something that will provide value. And it's not even live yet. It's in beta. In a couple more months, we'll have a mobile app. And then it'll be live, and everybody will start going to that platform as well, which also makes us more money because now more people are there to engage us. So it's a no-brainer for
Exactly.
those that are watching to definitely get involved with it. I Do you know what your name is? Like my name, my like is Connection Machine on there. Do you have it Samantha May?
I'm not too sure yet. I would have
You
to
might
actually
be
go
still a
look.
number. Okay, there might be a number. But if anyone that's watching wants to join, check it out. Go to webtalk.co/connection machine. And then I would tell Samantha, put that on all of yours, anything that has your name on it, so that you start building your team on there as well.
Hmm. I love it. I love it.
And
Well, this
Samantha,
has been
how do
awesome.
they get in contact with you?
Yeah, so you can get in contact with me through Facebook business page. My business page is Social May Marketing Agency. I have a blue logo, and then, or you can get in contact with me on the personal page. From this video, you'll see the tag. Along with that, you will be able to get my URL, facebook.com/Social May Media. So I keep it very the same, Social May Media, Social May Marketing Agency. That's how you will find me. I love starting networking and relationships. I take that very serious and find a lot of value into helping each other as we are also a big referral resource. So I definitely look forward to even answering questions and being that.
It's awesome. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. I'll give you a virtual hug. And
I know.
We'll definitely in the future when we connect in person, that'll be awesome as well. And we'll continue building some business going forward for sure.
Exactly. I'm all about it. I love it. This has been awesome. Thank you for it.
I hope everyone has an awesome day. Take care, guys.
Okay, bye.